According to statistics, guys, 54% of Americans have some type of side hustle. And according to a survey by Pew Research, roughly 1 in 5 Americans aged 65 and older, or 19%, were employed in 2023, which is nearly double the share of those who were working 35 years ago. So guys, if you are new here, my name is Susan Velez, and on this channel, we talk about making money, saving money, investing money, and taking care of our health so that we can catch up for retirement, especially if you're late to saving for retirement like me. So guys, in this video, I want to share with you guys why I think it's so important, if you are a Gen Xer like me, in your pre-retirement years to start some type of side hustle, especially if you are late to saving for retirement. And even if you're not late to saving for retirement and you've been saving diligently since you were 23 years old or younger, and you are set financially for your retirement, I think it's so important to still have more than one income source coming in. And guys, let me know down in the comments below, do you have a side hustle? And if so, what type of side hustle do you have? So in this video, guys, I'm not going to share with you guys the different type of side hustles. I'm just going to share with you guys why I think it's so important to have a side hustle. As I said, guys, 54% of Americans have some type of side hustle. If you're thinking, why should I have some type of side hustle? I already work a 9 to 5. I don't want to work anything else. I want to share with you guys some of the reasons that I have a side hustle, how it has helped me, and how I plan to use my side hustle income in the future. That way, I won't have to pull out so much from my retirements or my investments, especially since I don't have a lot right now. So the number one reason that I think it's so important to have a side hustle if you don't have one is because the cost of living just keeps going up and up. So let's take a look at the spending that I had from January 1st, 2023 to August 1st, 2023. I want to share with you guys some of the differences in the spendings that I made, how much I spent. Now, so guys, I don't really want you to focus on where I spent the money. Instead, I want you to focus on how much my spending has increased in just 1 year, guys. And as you guys know, I am frugal. I have not spent a lot. My spending habits have not changed. If anything, guys, in 2024, my spending habits have decreased. We now don't eat out as often as we used to. We try not to spend a lot of money on things that we don't need. And guys, we do this because we understand that it is a lot more expensive to buy stuff this year than it has been in the past because inflation and the cost of everything is so expensive. So let's go ahead and look into my spending habits, or the amounts of money that I've spent in 2023. So from January 1st, 2023 to August 1st, 2023, the total amounts that we spent on our credit card, guys, because our credit card breaks these down into different categories, but we use our credit card for everything. So everything gets charged on our credit card, from groceries to gas to travel to everything, guys. The only thing that doesn't get charged on our credit card is our rent. And we always use our credit card and we pay it off when the due date is before the due date. That way we don't get charged any interest. So you can see that from January 1st, 2023 to August 1st, 2023, our total amount spent was $8,972.88. Now, let me take you guys to the same time period in 2024. So from January 1st, 2024 to August 1st, 2024, our total spent on everything that we put on the credit card was $9,831.10, which is an increase of $1,075.76. So like I said, guys, don't focus so much on where we spent our money. Instead, focus on the amount of increase, which is $1,075.76 from the same time period that we've spent more. And as I say, guys, we've not changed our spending habits. We've pretty much stayed consistent with the spending habits. But regardless of what you do, guys, everything keeps going up. So it doesn't matter whether you're trying to be more frugal. We all have to live. We all have to spend money on groceries, gas, and everything else. And there's certain things that you have to have. So everything just keeps going up, guys. So when you have a side gig and you have more than one income coming in, it gives you a little bit of relief and you don't have to stress so much on not having enough and only having one income, because we all know that, especially if you're a low income earner like me, guys, it doesn't matter whether you're working 40 hours, 60 hours, eventually you tap out how much you can work, and that income still might not be able to pay for your cost of living. And the second reason is a side hustle, especially as you're getting closer to retirement, will help you save and catch up for retirement. So if you're late to saving for retirement like me, and you didn't start early and you are trying to catch up, having a side hustle is one of the fastest and easiest ways to catch up for retirement. The IRS allows you, if you are self-employed, to invest in a SEP IRA or a solo 401k, which are self-employment vehicles. And guys, I have a solo 401k, and thanks to my solo 401k, guys, in the last 2 years, guys, I was able to invest over $20,000 of my self-employment income. So if you're trying to catch up for retirement and you only have one income source, guys, it's going to be a lot harder for you to catch up for retirement. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that you can catch up for retirement and get started, especially if you're late to saving for retirement. I think that you can start saving for retirement, even if you can only save an extra $100 a month. I think that you need to get started regardless of whether you have a side hustle. I'm just saying that a side hustle will help you catch up a lot faster, because like I said, I wouldn't have been able to invest or contribute to my retirement in the last 2 years. I wouldn't have been able to contribute that big chunk of retirement that I did thanks to my side hustle. If I didn't have my side hustle, I would have only been able to contribute from my regular job. And guys, I didn't even have a regular job the last 2 years. So I would have been screwed and not been able to save anything. So the third reason that I think that you should have a side hustle, especially if you are pre-retirement years and you're a Gen Xer like me, guys, is because we are living longer. If you read any type of statistics, guys, you know that we are living longer. And guys, my partner's parents are in their 80s and they are still living a very healthy life, as healthy as you can in their 80s. They're still able to walk around, get along by themselves. They still drive. They're still living in their own home. They can take care of themselves. We do go help them with their yard work and help them out as much as we can during the weekends that we're not working. But they are still self-sufficient. And so if you are healthy right now, then chances are you're going to be living longer, unless, of course, something happens to you that you can't control. But for the most part, we are living longer, especially if you are healthy right now. So if you only have one income source, guys, and you're scared that you're going to run out of money because you haven't saved enough, a side hustle can help you, because when you have more than one income stream and you do walk away from that 9-to-5 job and you only have your employee sponsored 401k or your Social Security, and you're having to take out more than you think you're going to need, if you have a side hustle, that income stream that you generate from your side hustle is going to allow you to not have to take out so much from your 401k or, from your investments as much as you think you're going to need to take out. It's going to bridge that gap and allow you to withdraw less, which is going to help you extend your money so that way you don't run out of money before you die. Because eventually, guys, if you only have one stream of income and you only have your employee sponsor 401k and your Social Security, if you're pulling out the max that you're going to need to be able to fund your retirement, eventually you're going to run out of money. So having a side gig allows you to have that side stream of income while you retire. And then the next reason, guys, is because having a side gig is going to give you purpose and it's going to give you meaning. So if you've been working a job your entire life, you've been going to a job and you've been there's always been something that you're doing that takes time away from your day. Now, if you have a job and you hate that job, yeah, you probably hate going to work. But the reality is, if you just retire and you have no purpose and no meaning, it's going to be really hard to get out of bed, because as humans, guys, we have to have a purpose. And a side gig, unlike a job, guys, if you are working a 9-to-5 or whatever hours you have right now, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, With a side gig, you can do whatever it is you want. You get to choose what you want to do. This means that it doesn't feel so much like a job, but yet you're filling your days with something that gives you purpose and meaning and allows you to profit from that or earn an income from that. So it doesn't feel like a job, but you're doing something so that you don't get bored or depressed during retirement. Because while it's easy to think that you're going to be able to fill your days with walking, reading, or watching TV when you retire, eventually that's going to get old and you're going to feel depressed. And before you know it, you're going to be looking for a way to get back into the workforce. And while it is easy sometimes to find a job, a lot of times, guys, employers will not hire older people. And regardless of what people say, there is age bias and it's going to be hard to get back into the workforce. And like I say, guys, with a side hustle, you get to determine your hours that you work, what you want to do, and it's more flexible, guys. And also the amount of money that you can make from a side hustle is a lot more than what you would make from a typical job. So I think that's another reason that it's so important to start a side hustle, especially in your pre-retirement years. And then the final reason, guys, is because as we get older, guys, we know it's so important to take care of our health, especially our mental health. And when you have a side hustle, guys, it's going to make you think differently. It's going to allow you to keep using your brain to a capacity that most people, when they don't have a side hustle, may not use their brain. Sure, you can stay at home and do puzzles and work on some type of stuff that's going to stimulate your brain. But when you do stuff that you haven't done, whether it's a side hustle like a YouTube channel, guys, you get challenged on doing things that you might not have ever done, you don't think you can do, and it pushes you and makes you keep using your brain in different ways that you may not have used your brain. So anyway, guys, these are the reasons that I think it's so important to focus on getting a side hustle started, especially if you are older like me, guys, and you're a Gen Xer, and especially if you have not saved enough for retirement. And even if you have saved enough for retirement, guys, and you don't need the money to catch up for retirement, imagine having an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or more coming into your home from your side hustle. After taxes, guys, after you pay your taxes, you can use that extra money to put more in savings, buy investments, travel. You just have more options when you have more income streams, guys. And like I said, when I showed you at the beginning, the differences in the amount of money that we've spent from 2023 to 2024. And guys, the cost of living is just going to keep increasing regardless of what you think. Nothing is going to come back down in price. I don't anticipate anything ever coming back to the 2022 levels. I don't anticipate the cost of living going down. If anything, guys, I think that the cost of living is going to keep increasing. And that's why it's so important as somebody right now who is getting closer to retirement, or if you don't earn a lot of income, regardless, I think it's so important to start some type of side hustle that is going to increase the amount of income that you bring into your home, because it's going to help you relieve the stress. You won't be as stressed about not being able to make ends meet, and you're going to have more options in life. So anyway, guys, leave me a comment down below if you have a side hustle. What type of side hustle do you have? And if not, are you thinking about starting a side hustle? And what type of side hustle are you thinking about starting? And guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button so that you can be notified when I put out a new video. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.